All right, good morning. Today we are finishing our Tim Burton character designs. Remember that on day one, we designed a character with exaggerated features to create a personality. So that's one thing I'm looking for when I grade this project. The other thing I'm looking for is your understanding of the concept of value, which is lightness or darkness. And so when I look at your portrait, I am looking to see that you have values 0 through 6. 0 would be the white pencil, lighter than the page. 1 and 2 would be your lightest grays, like the color of the page, and your light gray with your pencil, like this area here. 3 and 4, your mid values would be your darker gray pencil. 5 would be your black pencil. That is a separate pencil from this. It's a Crayola black pencil, not a graphite silver pencil. And then, and that would be 5 and 6 would be your very darkest colors with black. So what you started last week was that you looked at the left or right side of everything and added a shadow consistently throughout. Before you do anything else today, I want you to go back and look. Do I have shadows on each part of the head, the hair, the neck, and the body that are consistent? If the light is shining from this way, the shadows are going to be on the opposite side. I need to make sure I've done that on each piece of the person's face, every facial feature, all throughout. I've already done that. Now I'm going to add that to the frame as well. This curve of the frame, I'm going to go to the left side of the curve and add a light shadow. Remember that the smaller those marks are and the lighter they are, the more they'll blend together. You can build up layers to get to those darker values, like so. You can also turn your pencil on its side, put your pointer finger on top, and press to get some good leverage and do those shadows. Once I have all the shadows done, then I'm going to go back in with my black color pencil. Look at the difference between this section of hair and this section of hair. The difference is using a black color pencil to outline and add a few texture details. This side looks really flat, kind of blah. This side looks really exciting, has a lot of contrast. Then I'm going to take my white and make sure that I highlight the things that are white, like the eyes and the teeth, but also you might put a little white on the highlight side of the face or the edges of the hair where there's a highlight, just like I did here on the frame too, where the frame is sticking out, I added a little bit of highlight. In the end, when I grade your portrait, I need to see all 6 of those values like we talked about. Those values should create a subtle change in color that makes it look rounded or 3D. You should have outlined your details to create contrast so we can tell all the details on your character and their frame. And that should be done with great craftsmanship, which means at the end, before I photograph for Artsonia, I'm gonna come in and erase the fingerprints in the background, erase any stray marks, extra pencil lines that I don't need, and make it look nice and neat. Here are some other examples that aren't completely done, but wow, look at the outlining on that face. It really creates great contrast. Same here, look at this section of hair. I don't have to draw every hair. I'm gonna take this chunk of hair and outline it, make my shadow and my highlight that gradually blends together, and then a couple of texture lines in the middle. Here's another example. It's got some simple shading down the side of his face, but I was able to come back in with the white and add highlights on the lighter side. This one, the light is shining from the left, and he has his dark marks over here on the right. I hope you enjoy finishing your Tim Burton portrait today. When you're done with both the character and the frame, you're going to upload a photo to Artsonia. There is a Burton character design folder. You're going to put it in and then leave this picture on your class shelf for me to grade.